everyone, and welcome out to episode 340 of The Good, the BAD, and the GEEKY. Before we get started, though, a few things. We're going to go big shout-out to Packrat Comics. Packrat Comics is located in the heart of Old Hilliard, a suburb of Columbus, Ohio, and not only do they house a large selection of comic books, new and old, by the way, they also have a huge set of graphic novels, t-shirts, board games, collectibles, and more. Come check out the Eisner Award-winning best retailer, Packrat Comics. For more information, such as their amazingly hilarious videos for a new comic day, go to packratcomics.com. Also, do you like podcasts like this? Do you like to listen to them maybe on your drive? Or maybe it's just easier for you to listen to a book instead of actually read a book. Well, you're in luck. Choose from over 200,000 bestsellers, new releases coming in all genres like sci-fi, romance, mysteries, classics, and more. What's great is that you get a 3-day free trial by just going to audibletrial.com/goodbadgeeky. That's over 200,000 titles to choose from, and it's a podcast, but it's a book. And it's a book in podcast form, literally. So, but say after 30 days, Audible is just $14.95. So, and that includes, I believe, another audiobook per month. It's part of your subscriptions. You get an audiobook per month. That's pretty good. And you know what? You don't like your book that you got? Don't worry. They'll exchange it for you. Now, say money is tight or maybe it's just not your bag at the moment. Don't worry. The books are still yours to keep and you can cancel at any time. The also great thing is that when you go to audibletrial.com/goodbadgeeky, it throws some money our way. So not only do you get something out of it, we do too. Help support GBG by going to audibletrial.com/goodbadgeeky. Now, coined by DJ Meaden, aka Nathan Haley, I do shit. So let me tell you about some of the shit that I do besides this podcast, of course. Like another podcast, winner of the 2016 Audioverse Awards for Best Writing of a Fan/Adaptation Production. Up in the Skies, it's a bird, it's a plane, no! It's the magically unauthorized misadventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle and Friends. Check out all of Season 1 on the podcast feed. If you want on iTunes, keywords GBG Bullwinkle, or go to gbgpresentspod.com. And if you look us up on iTunes, subscribe to us and get ready for Season 2, which is coming out at the end of 2017. For more shit I do, because I actually do a few more things, check out our show notes for this episode over at gbgpodcast.com. And finally, we are a part of the It's All Been Done Presents Network, or IABDP. And speaking of the IABDP, as you know, I love movies. And I feel that movies are a big way for friends and family to bond. It's a fun way to discuss the aspects of a good or bad, or maybe geeky film. See what I did there? That is exactly what Amanda will give you with her podcast, Amanda's Picture Show A Go-Go. She brings different guests with her to watch a movie and talk about it afterwards. The rules are simple, though. At least one person should have never seen the movie before. So come on out, join the discussion. It's all been done anyway. Check us out and other things at iabdpresents.com. Now, before we get a little bit further into episode 340, I also want to apologize that the next week or two, I'm going to probably take off from the podcast feed. Now you're going, now Nick, why would you do that? It's not a guarantee. I'm hoping I will not, but if for sure, I'm going to definitely take next week off. The reason is that I'm recording this on the 12th. It's a Monday, and I am moving. We're moving. Matter of fact, if you look at my office right now, if you follow me on Twitter or Instagram, on the Tweety Birds or the Graham Graham Crackers, you'll see a video of me unpacking and playing old cassette tapes I found just to see what's on them because I have no clue whatsoever at all. And it's so funny how, how the whole place is in disarray. But we're moving next week. And after that, we're just cleaning up the apartment that we lived in and getting it ready to turn back in. But we'll officially be moved out of the 20th. And so at that point, it's just unpacking everything and just getting it, getting ready to just live in another location, right? Sorry, I'm drinking water. But it's really important, right, that I really focus on making sure I move in, get my wife moved in, and also at the same time, I'm working new hours at my new job. It's my final set of hours. I think I might have mentioned this before. I try to not mention it too often on the show, or I cut it out, by going 3, 2, 1, and then I actually do take it out. is my new job. I am working overnight, so I'm 9 p.m. to 7 a.m. Matter of fact, I'm recording this at 6 a.m. It's almost my bedtime, like it would be in the old days if I was working like maybe like 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. I would record this probably super late, right before I went to bed. So it's the same thing with me right now. I am probably got an hour left before I have to hit the hay, as it were, and yeah. So. What was I going to say? I apologize. Yeah, so I'm going to take that time and really focus on moving. And like, there's some other things I'm supposed to be doing, and I just haven't had time to talk about. Like, one of the things I really want to donate a lot of time and talk to you about is that we are now featured on 87.9 FM, aka WLCR, Pirate Radio Invasion. For more information, look them up, and the easiest way you could probably check them out is by typing in this web address, http://d4k.us/87-9FM, and that will take you to their page, and with a lot of information about our show. And the Magically Unauthorized Misadventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle being featured on there with a lot of other great programs. But I haven't really got a chance I don't have a lot of time to record station IDs just yet, which is a little frustrating. I feel like I'm so behind. So please take my heartfelt apologies. And this episode, not only is it kind of I don't feel like we don't have not done the news you don't care about in a while. So we're going to do that. And of course, though, we're going to do the GBG Drinking Game. Again, I won't be able to put the rules up right away, or probably for a few weeks, but at least it's going to be out here in audio form. If you guys think of something better to throw out there, then we'll do it, okay? All right, here we go. Okay, first up is, for those who don't know, Stranger Things. It's a show on Netflix. It's a great show, but David Harbour, he plays the police chief and one of the lead characters, the adult leads at least, in Stranger Things by the Duffer Brothers, and he is going to be cast as the new Hellboy in the new Hellboy reboot. I guess the big thing though that updated is that Mike Mignola added thoughts about what happened that made everything kind of fall apart, which is, for those who don't know, Guillermo del Toro, this back in February, posted that, hey, who here on Twitter thinks it's a good idea for Hellboy 3? Take this poll now, and if so, I'll talk to everybody. Well, he did that, and of course, it was overwhelming, and then a few days later, he said, guys, it's dead. Well, Mike Mignola said in a French newspaper, or Le Figaro, or something like that, that when this is kind of, when you get the sense that they've had a falling out, and he didn't appreciate Del Toro coming out on the internet to do it. Which makes me kind of wonder, what happened between those two? Like, was he just unhappy with how Del Toro did things? I don't know. It's just interesting. I mean, outside of that, of course. I'm talking about movie-wise, the character-wise. Julie Andrews, she's not coming back for Mary Poppins Returns. Disney is doing a sequel to Mary Poppins, and she's not doing it. And which we knew she wasn't going to be the lead. She's a little bit too old to play Mary Poppins, but a lot of people thought, oh, she'll at least do a cameo. She's not even going to do a cameo now. Her logic, though, is kind of sound. I kind of go with her, which is she doesn't want to distract attention away from the cast now. So, some last things as well here. Trailers. I'm not a big fan of Cars, but it's an okay movie. But Cars 3 makes off like it could be a possibly good movie, so I'm looking forward to that, surprisingly. The Black Panther trailer, amazeballs. It looks like it's going to be a very different type of Marvel film, even though it's not, but it looks good. And then, of course, The Big Sick, starring Ray Romano and Holly Hunter as these parents have to deal with Kumal. I'm sorry, I can't say the name. I don't remember the name is actually part of the problem, and I don't want to mess up saying it. Actually, by default, by me saying that, I've already messed up saying it. But you get the point. But it's about kind of this true story about how he met his wife, which is they had sex, they then started dating, but he's Indian, so he gets arranged marriages requests from his parents. And the way the trailer makes it off is that they get into a big fight because she finds this stuff, and then she realizes, oh, he'll never marry me. There's no future in us together because he's going to get arranged and be married off to somebody else. And then she goes into a coma, and he sticks around. But in the process, he meets her parents, and it's a little awkward. And the parents are played by Ray Romano and Holly Hunter, and it looks really, really good, guys. Out of all the movies, I think I'm looking forward to that. It looks like it's going to possibly have some like rated R humor in it, but it looks like it's going to be a very sweet film, which is actually really important, I feel, for a movie like this. I think sometimes the Judd Apatow comedies, they go really hard for the vulgarity or something like that sometimes, or the cruder humor, and then they try to go, oh, but we have heart, like the 40-Year-Old Virgin. And I think that was firmly rooted in Steve Carell's character. And I feel like with Knocked Up, the characters like that, or even Trainwreck, they're kind of gross characters. Like, you don't necessarily feel for them right away. And of course, that's the whole point of the movie, is that you want to work you over. But I feel like that's what we see a lot of it now. So I guess it doesn't do anything for me as a viewer. It doesn't mean I don't watch the movie and I don't enjoy the movie usually. But I mean, saying long term, like when I watch a trailer, I go, oh, that'll probably be funny, and that's it. But this, I mean, it literally looks like it'll be hysterical and heartbreaking and everything I want it to be and everything I want to see. And the last little bit is, which is kind of heartbreaking, but Futurama is leaving Netflix in July. Well, at least all the Fox stuff is. And if you haven't noticed, they've taken off House, MD, and other Fox shows, like just Fox, like it aired on Fox kind of stuff. They've taken those shows off, which is a weird licensing deal thing, which makes me wonder if maybe they're going to do their own app, which I kind of hope not, but you never know. Good news, though, everyone. Oh my, yes. Is that they're going to probably keep the Comedy Central stuff on. Yeah, and that's the thing, too, is being that I'm moving, I've packed all my Futurama CDs and my Scrub CDs, and I even said, I bet you, watch it, they will be taken off Netflix. Now I'm packing them, putting them in storage, and it's true. It's true. So I can get them out, but it's just more of a hassle to dig them and get them out, so it's kind of a bummer. Anyway, so that's all I have for the news you don't care about. Now let's talk about the big chalupa, if it were. And that is the GBG Drinking Game. So here are the rules. First off, I say a lot. Nathan, you'll hear him point it out to me all the time that, I say a lot, or he'll count out, which is annoying. I never mean to do that, guys, but that point, at least for me, time-wise, is a little bit too much to edit. And I do actually edit the show. It's just I don't edit as probably well I possibly should have, which I know you're going, well, then why do we listen to the show? And it's like, that's a great question. Please let me know. goodbadgeeky@gmail.com, or tweet me at goodbadgeeky, or Instagram me as well. But the point is that I really do try hard to do a good show, but the they get through. If I can hear an and it's very clearly, but the way I talk too, especially, is I kind of run on sentence stuff together. So taking out all the is really difficult. So, and also, here's the more important thing, guys. You be blackout drunk, and that's dangerous. So here are the rules. First off, I accept, Nick Arganbright, accept no responsibility for anything that happens to you while you are getting inebriated playing this game. Okay, so here are the rest of the rules. The most important ones, which is anytime you hear one of these things happen, you drink. Now, I'll also throw out there that these rules will not be listed on the website or anytime soon, just because, as you heard, I am moving and I'm going to take a week off, possibly. I don't want to, but I'm going to take a week off. It's just going to happen, guys. So, here we go. Rules. Anytime Nick cannot pronounce or say a word, whether it be an actor's name, etc., take a drink. Like earlier, when I don't know the last name of Canal and that counts. Take a drink. You should already have 2 drinks right now. Anytime Nick mentions anything to do with the Ninja Turtles, take a drink. If that spirals into him mansplaining, as I like to call it, because I feel like I'm mansplaining even to other dudes, the Ninja Turtles, take 2 more drinks. Anytime Nick mentions Jimmy or Nathan and they aren't in the episode, take a drink. I think Nathan was the one who said that was a good idea. See, you would have taken a drink. All right. If he mentions that he is married and or that his wife has thoughts on whatever they're talking about, take 2 drinks. Okay? Anytime Nick mentions Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull, take a drink. If that spirals into a George Lucas diatribe, take 2 more drinks. If, for whatever reason, Nick or anyone else in the show goes 3, 2, 1 because they feel there's an editing snafu, this is going to be bad, guys, but drink your whole drink. If for whatever reason something is edited out because Nick rambles on too long and we tell you that it's been edited out, then drink your whole drink. So, you're going to get trashed by the end of a normal full episode of The Good, the Bad, and the Geeky. I apologize about that, but thank you to Becky from our Wonder Woman episode for kind of spitballing that idea out, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So, matter of fact, this episode alone, I think you'll probably hear a few of those. Matter of fact, I think you'll already have drinking a full drink by now, at least, and maybe close to a second one. Okay? You're welcome, America. But again, I take no responsibility for any drunkenness you get yourself into. Please drink responsibly, because I don't want to see anyone hurt. Also, I don't want to be sued. But by you playing this game, you already accept the fact that it's your responsibility to take care of yourself, not mine. Because you could be in Taiwan or something like that, visiting America, listen to the podcast. If you try to sue me, I'm sorry, I feel like you kind of have no validity to do that just because, legal stuff. But no, seriously, by playing the game, you, in fact, as per the rules, kind of understand that, hey, I take responsibility for my actions. So, yeah, be responsible when you drink, guys. And, of course, if you are listening to the show, you will probably be trashed a lot. Okay, I'm done. Again, thanks everybody for your patience for dealing with me. And that's one of the reasons why I missed a week or 2 ago, and I feel kind of bad about it, which is just things have been so hectic. I've been moving to a night schedule, all this other stuff. So I think it's just best I'm going to take next week off, and hopefully not the second week. If I'm gone for 2 weeks, again, apologies, but it has to happen. If I am back, hopefully I'll be back with a new Judge Jimmy and or something else. So I'm not sure which order will come first, the chicken or the egg. It's a valid question. Which came first, Spider-Man or Spider-Man? These are the questions that everybody should know. At least the answers, too, I feel like. So, enough of me rambling. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of The Good, the Bad, and the Geeky. I'm Nick Arganbright, and we'll see you in a week or 2.
Get out of here without cheese! You're a creep! Go away! We're having a good time until you showed up, cheapers! Go have some coffee with cream or something! Because I'll tell you something! This is a happy place!